Doctor's appointments have been one of the hardest things growing up, especially when I have to go. That's right, I have to. It's not really much of a want thing. It's like I have to go to those little checkups. There's really no escape on that. When I think of the doctor's office back then, I think of getting shots and getting liquid nitrogen on that wart that's on the bottom of your foot. It was awful. I had to, be holed up, that kind of thing, to make sure they do the process, because I just couldn't stop panicking. It was awful. It was just not so good. Today I'm totally all right with going to the doctor's office. Hey, if they want a blood sample, then I'm totally fine with it. It hurts, I'll be honest with you. It's like, hey, would you mind holding my hand? And they would do that and get the job done. I do get agitated during the time, but there was a way to deal with that kind of the thing when it comes to the doctors. The pain is still there, but it was a strategy of requesting someone to hold my hand, or sometimes even just like feel around with your other hand as the thing goes on. So those are like a little strategies that I've worked on as I grew older. Back then, it was just mostly the time where I'm just mostly with my mom, and even too, I would ask her to hold my hands during the process, even if it's just a daily checkup routine, whether they check your eyes, nose, ears, mouth, all that good stuff. And that was just one of the things that just really helped for me when it comes to the doctor's office, is that I was reminded by my mother saying, all right, we're going to go to the doctors, and this is what they're going to do. You're not going to get any shots. You're not going to get liquid nitrogen for your wart, because back then I didn't have anything gross like that. But I would get reminded on basically the basics of what a checkup will be, and I will be reminded every single time. I wouldn't just remember it and nonstop. Instead, it's just more daily reminders of saying that, hey, this is what we're going to do. And do you understand? Is this okay? And I choose to say yes, and just kind of go along with it, and saying that hey, this will only take about an hour entirely. When it comes to waiting, going to the doctor's office, and going back home, it would probably take about an hour or so. Then I'll be going back home and be all right in the end. Now, it's not just doctor's appointments that also kind of got me a little agitated when it comes to the senses of getting stuff going on. It's also more of haircut appointments, and also the dentist as well. Because, the dentists, they do stuff for your teeth. And I would almost get the same exact thing as a doctor's. It's like, hey, going to the dentist, this is how long it'll probably take. This is what they're going to do. And feel free to either have headphones or hold someone's hand, or just do stuff with your hands as the process goes. Same with haircut appointments too. Now, the thing about haircut appointments is that the one thing I really don't like that much was also the buzzer. It was the buzzing noise that kind of shaves your head, and I didn't really quite like that. And with Mom, she said, hey, he can't really quite handle the buzzer at the moment. And the hairdressers, we worked things out with just using the scissors, the middle scissors. I was okay with that kind of texture. Didn't like the metal. It's cold. It was all right. It was just the buzzing sound, just the vibration and the noise. That was the one thing I couldn't handle for a long time, until I was like turning like a preteen. Then I was all right with the buzzer. But hey, it still worked out for haircut appointments when it's just the scissors. And yeah, it was just the daily reminders of knowing, hey, what's going to be happening, how long it takes, and know that afterwards everything will be back to normal. You'll be at your house, back to your house doing what it is that you like to do. So appointments, I will say that when it comes to strategies, it's planning out to the day reminding them, hey, this is what's going to happen, and then know that you'll be back home safe and sound, doing is what you like to do. So it takes the time when it comes to appointments, but I know there's going to be one successful trip where there are no complaints, there are no meltdowns or anything that's really agitated as well. So keep trying this when it comes to your children, and be sure to celebrate when it comes to at least one successful day of going to the appointment.